हरि ओम। श्रीमद् भगवत गीता चैप्टर 2 वर्सेस 26 to 30 verses 26 to 30 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 2, as you may be aware, consists of 3 yogas, that is Karma Yoga, Sankhya Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Viddhishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Radha 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 Radha. Shri Radha, Shri Radha, Shri Radha, Shri Radha, Shri Radha, 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 Radha. Radha 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 Radha. Shri Radha Shri Radha Shri Radha Shri Radha Shri Radha 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 Shri Radha 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 Radha. So verses 26 to 30 of chapter 2 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Atachainam nityajadam nityam cha manyase mridam तथावित्वं महाबाहो नैवं शोचितुमर्हसि. अदचैनं नित्यजातं Chainam means this thing. Atha chainam. If. Atha means if. Chainam means this thing. If this thing. Nitya jadam. Nitya means always. Jadam means taking birth is jadam. Nityam va manyase mridam. Nityam va. Nityam means always. Va means otherwise. Manyase. Manyase means think. Mridam. Mridam means that. Tathabhitvam mahabaho. Tathabhitvam. Even then, tvam means you. Mahabaho. Mahabaho is an expression of Arjuna because he was having long hands. Mahabaho. Baho means hand. Maha means long or strong. Strong hands. Naivam. Na evam means it is not fit. Naivam. Shojidu marhadi. Shojidu means to grieve. Arhasi means to fit. Grieving. That means even if you die every day and you live every day, even then there is no reason for you to grieve or be sorrow. Be in sorrow. In fact, we every day is dying when you are in sleep. When you are in deep sleep, you don't know what is happening. So you are as good as dead. Only thing is that there is a little bit of breathing in you. Otherwise, you are as good as dead. You don't know what is happening around in deep sleep. And again you live. Even then there is no reason for you to grieve, because the Atma, we are talking about the Atma. Atma means the soul. We are talking about the Atma. Atma is eternal, immortal, and cannot be killed by any action. By any action, the Atma cannot be killed. Therefore, Krishna tells Arjuna not to grieve, not to be sorry, not to be sorry, not to grieve. Okay? The next verse number 27. Jadasya hi dhruvo murtyu dhruvam janma mritasya ja tasmad apariharyarthe अपरिहार्ये अर्थे न त्वम शोचितुमर्हसि. Jadasya hi. Jadasya means a person who is born. He means certainly. He means certainly. Dhruvo. Dhruvo is also another certain. Jadasya hi. He is also certain. Dhruvo is also certain. Jadasya hi dhruvo mrityu. Mrityu means death. Dhruvam means certain. Janma means birth. Mritasya ja, a person who is dead. The rebirth is also certain. Tasmad apariharyarthe. Apariharyarthe. Therefore, this is inevitable. Apariharyam means inevitable. Yarthe. Na tvam. Na tvam. Tvam means you. Na tvam. Na means not. Shojidu. Shojidu means grieve. Arhasi. Arhasi means not fit. It is not fit to grieve, O Arjuna, because a person who is born, the only thing that is very certain is death. Death is inevitable. Inevitable means that which cannot be avoided. It's called inevitable. So the death is inevitable, therefore you should not grieve for the death. And there are two certainties about death. That is, a person, there are two certainties about death. One is that a person who is born, death is certain, inevitable. And the rebirth is also inevitable or certain to a person who is dead, whose mind does not join with the Lord, with the God at the time of leaving the body. A person who does not unite himself, unite his mind with the self, or with the ultimate, or with the God, or by whatever name you call, but it is to the self. If you don't unite your your mind to the self at the time of leaving the body. To the self means to the God or to the ultimate. Then rebirth is certain. But if your mind unites with the ultimate or the God at the time of leaving your body, then there will not be any death, any rebirth. Sorry, there will not be any rebirth. It is given as a guarantee. For that, what you have to do is you have to chant the mantras, the name of God, that has to be practiced. Then only at the time of leaving the body, the thinking of God will come. Otherwise, in whatever things you are dwelling in the very life, in your very life, in whatever thing you are, in whatever important thing that you are dealing, in whatever important thing that you are dealing in your day-to-day life, that memory alone you can have at the time of leaving your body. So it is necessary to practice the name of God, because then only you can remember His name at the time of leaving your body. That is why it is said that you have to leave everything, at least by the evening of your life, and then start chanting the name of God, so that while leaving this body has to be left. This body will not remain, right? This body has to be left. So that at the time of leaving the body, you will be in a position to remember His name. Otherwise, it is impossible. Because in whatever important things that you were dealing in your life, in your strong life, that thinking alone will come at the time of leaving your body, or at the time of leaving the breath. Therefore, at least by the evening of your life, you leave everything and then concentrate on the name of the God, so that you can remember Him at the time of leaving the body, and therefore you can escape from rebirth. Otherwise, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jathare shayanam, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jathare shayanam, iha samsare bahudustare, iha samsare bahudustare, कृपया पारे पाहि मुरारे, भज गोविंदम भज गोविंदम, गोविंदम भज मूढ़मते. Understand? Otherwise, you will be in the cycle of birth and rebirth, death and rebirth. Otherwise, you will be in the cycle of birth, death and rebirth. That is what this verse is, verse number 27. Okay. Now, verse number 28. Avyakta dadi budani vyakta madhyani bharada avyakta nidananyeva tatraga paridevana. Avyakta dini budani. Avyaktam means unmanifest or unclear, unmanifest or unclear. Adini. Ini means in the beginning. Avyakta dini budani. All living beings, Bhudani means all living beings, is Avyaktadini. Ini means in the beginning. Avyaktadini Bhudani, Vyakta Madhyani Bharata. Everything is very clear in between. Madhyam. Madhyam means in between. That is in the middle. In the middle. Sorry. In the middle. In the middle. Avyakta dini mool vyakta madhyani bharata. Avyakta nidananyeva. Again it becomes unmanifest or unclear in the end. Tatraga paridevana. That is the philosophy of life, and therefore you should not grieve. Paridevana means Tatraga paridevana. Paridevana means you should not grieve. You should not grieve. Why? Krishna is telling Arjuna not to grieve because the life is such that in the beginning it becomes unmanifest. It is unmanifest. And in the middle only it becomes manifest. And in the end again it becomes unmanifest. This is related to a verse in Bhagavad Gita, in Bhajagovindam, which says that Kastvam koham kuta ayataha kame janani kome tataha iti paribhavaya sarvamasaram vishwam tektva swapna vicharam. Kastvam koham kuda ayataha kame janani kome tataha iti paribhavaya sarvamasaram vishwam tuktva swapna vicharam. The whole world is your creation. Where you come from and where you go, nobody knows. It is unmanifest in the beginning, and in the last also unmanifest. When you are born, you don't know where you come from. You may be having a biological mother and father, but actually you come from where? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. The biological aspect of contribution of your mother and father can be to 30%. 70% you don't know where you come from. So also when you die, you don't know where you go. Nobody knows. In the meantime, you are grown, and you have an employment, a job, you are a professional, and you are married. Now you have a wife and you have children. But can you take any of them with you when you leave this world? Can you take any of them with you when you leave this world? Are you allowed to take even the clothes that you wear? No. You are not allowed to take even the clothes that you wear. Even Alexander the Great, who conquered the world, told his aides or servants to keep his hands outside when he was dead, because he wanted to show others that there is nothing that can be taken from this world when you go. Such is the reality. That reality is being depicted in this very verse. It's a very important verse. Avyaktadini bhudani vyaktamathyani bharata. What a craze for money. What a craze for materials in this world. Lot of killings. Lot of hurry-burries. Sound, pollution, this thing, that thing, destruction. All for what? For immediate gains. But unfortunately, you cannot take anything with you when you go. This is the reality, isn't it? Therefore, avyaktadini bhutani vyaktamathyani bharata avyaktani dhananyeva tatraga paridhevan. Verse number 28. Verse number 29. Ascharyavat pashyadi kaschidena mascharyavat tadadi tadaiva janya आश्चर्यवचेन मन्यसृणोति श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित् आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति. Ascharya means surprise. It is Ascharya means surprise. Pashyati means seeing. Seeing something, the creation of the God or the Lord is ascharya, it is surprise. Kaschid, for somebody. Kaschidena means for somebody. Ascharya vadati tadaiva chanya. They hearing the words of the Lord is surprise for somebody. Ascharya vajaina manyasrunodi. Then telling about the words of Lord is surprise for somebody. Srutvapyenam vedana chaivajit. But somebody does not move, or it does not make any movement in somebody. Vedana chaivajit. Veda means knowledge. This knowledge does not move. Veda means knowledge. Vedana chaivajit. Srutvapyenam vedana chaivajit. For somebody it does not make any difference. Especially for atheist who does not believe in God. You see the flower which is blossoming. The flower which is blossoming is a wonder. The rose which blossoms is a wonder. To see that wonder, it is aschariam, or it is surprise. It is aschariam. See the color of different leaves, the color of different trees, the color of different birds is aschariam. It is aschariam, it is a surprise. Who has done this? It is aschariam. To see that is aschariam. To hear about it, aschariam. To talk about it, aschariam. But for somebody, it is not moving any inspiration in them. Such people are called atheists. And this scripture is not meant for them. Because they have a negative approach to the scriptures. That is what the Lord says. Ascharyavat pashyati kaschidena. Ascharyavat yadati tadaiva janya. Ascharya vajaina manyasrunodi. Srutvapyenam vedana chaiva kaschid. The creations of God is wonder. The sea is wonder. The sky is wonder. The world is wonder. The earth is wonder. The plants are wonders. The animals are wonders. But for those who can see the wonder in them, alone is wonder. To those who does not see any wonder in them, for them there is no wonder. That is what it means. Okay. Next verse, verse number 30. Dehi nityam avadhyoyam dehe sarvasva bharada tasmat sarvani bhudani natvam syojidum arhasi. Dehi nityam avadhyoyam dehe sarvasya bharada. The body. Dehi means the soul. Nityam avadhyoyam. Nitya means ever living is nitya. Avadhyoyam means it cannot be killed. Dehe sarvasya bharada. Living in the body. Tasmat sarvani bhudani natvam shoyidum. It is a universal living. It is a universal living. It is called Brahma. It is called Brahma. The universal soul is called Brahma. Not the creator Brahma. This is called Brahma. Brahm. Not the creator Brahma. That is Brahma. That Brahma is different. The universal soul is called Brahm. So, Dehi Nityam Avadhyoyam, this indweller in the body, which is the soul, is indestructible. Dehe Nitya Bharada, Tasmat, Sarvani Bhutani, Natvam Shoidu. All these verses from the beginning of chapter 2 is speaking about soul, that it cannot be killed. It is immortal. It is ever living. Okay. Thank you for listening. Oh.